ahead, and we have one whole week ahead of us. And let us see where the Indian markets are headed in the whole of the week. And let us see where the Indian markets are supposed to be looking at gains. If it is a gain above the level of 15,850, which it has currently closed at 15,856 is where we are actually stationed at. However, it is quite possible that Indian markets are supposed to go on a bit of roller coaster ride from here onwards. 15,900 seems to be a very strong resistance for the market. So is SGX Nifty denoting in today's session. Okay, today's session SGX Nifty shows that we are probably going to open in a negative zone, because we were seeing 60 points down move in the beginning when the market started, when the SGX Nifty started somewhere around 645 AM, and now we are seeing about 49 points down move in SGX Nifty. So it is quite possible that we will be seeing a bit of downturn in the pre-open session. The pre-open session denotes that we will be opening a bit on a sluggish note in Nifty as well as Sensex. So let us see where the market actually stops in today's session, probably above 15,856, which is the current level. Probably it may start a bit on a lower side in the pre-open session, is what SGX Nifty is denoting. Let us see where the Indian market has stopped and where it will go in today's session. Let us see today's Nifty predictions for the day. Okay, Nifty trend for 26th July 2021. Where you can find it? You can find it on exoticinvestment.com/nifty/trend/today. If you go to exoticinvestment.com, in the menu itself, Nifty trend today is mentioned. If you click on that, you will be taken to this analysis, and this analysis will be given on a daily basis. Okay, this analysis was given somewhere at 7:05 AM, and this was updated at 7:05 itself in today's session. So you can get a very clear picture of where the market would actually head to before the market opening itself. Okay, so let's go through that report in today's session. 26 July 2021, we are headed up to three resistance only at this point of time. Resistance 1 is at 15,901. 15,915 seems to be the second resistance. Third resistance is at 15,958 levels. And S1, which is the support 1, seems to be at 15,835. Support 2 is at 15,800. Support 3 at 15,705. Support 4 at 15,660. And support 5 is at 15,606. If it goes more downer, we'll see the levels of 15,505, 15,431 also in the support session. So that being the support, SGX Nifty was around 6:37 AM. It was 60 points lower, and that denotes a bit of negativity in the market. S&P 500 on Friday was up by 1%, 44.31 points, and 1.01% upper. And Nasdaq was up by 1.15%, and that was 171.63 points higher. Dow Jones is up by 238.2 points and 0.65% higher. Nikkei was, which is the Japanese index, 431.76 points higher at 1.6 when it actually opened somewhere around 6:40 AM. And Hang Seng was down by, Hang Seng is the Hong Kong market, and Hang Seng is down by 401.86 points, that is minus 1.75% down. And looking at the whole of the US markets and world markets, the market trend for today seems to be positive. So Nifty technical analysis for 26th July 2021. Let's see where the market is actually currently headed towards. So 15,850 is where probably and a bit below is where we will be opening in today's session. So at this point of time, 15,856 is where we are actually stopped or stationed, and we probably may be heading towards 15,850 on the lower side, and a bit lower to 15,835 levels as well. So 15,835 is one support for the market as of now. So it may be headed to 15,835 in the pre-open session. Let us see where the pre-open session is. Pre-open session is hinting a bit of positivity in the market already. 3 points higher in Nifty is where we are actually opening probably, because it is 97, and okay, now we slipped a bit in negative 0.6 points lower. 15,852 is where we are actually. Let us see where it will stop. Fast stochastic is at 72.32, denoting we are not in an overbought zone or a oversold zone. So up move or a down move, both are possible. Okay, slow stochastic also denotes up move or a down move is possible because it is at 50.09. MACD is negative 54.57 and with a divergence of minus 15.4, which seems to be a bit of negative momentum. That means that there is no big momentum for the bulls or the bears to move either all the way higher or move all the way lower. So that being said, what is the conclusion? Considering all the world markets, which is positive, SGX Nifty, which is negative, US markets, which is positive, and the technical analysis, which is positive, we may head a bit lower in the pre-open towards 15,850 levels. We are currently stationed at 15,856 levels. However, we may head towards 15,850 levels in the pre-open session, and then we may seem to have the support around 850 or probably 835, 15,835, and then move all the way higher in today's session. So if the support is barred, then 15,766 to 15,700 levels are probably seen. If the resistance is barred at 15,900, 15,935 is quite possible. Considering all the trends, Nifty trend for today is positive. And let us share the screen for today, which is the trend trade screen. How is the trend going on? And let us see if the market is supposed to go on a higher side or lower side, and where the market actually stopped in today's session. Let us see that. So the pre-open has continuously gone all the way down in today's session. It's now probably looking at a bit of shadowy and negative start. As I had already told you, it will head towards 15,850 in the pre-open. Where are we now? 15,849.3. So the accuracy of the predictions with technical analysis is quite on the higher side, and technical analysis works about 85% of the times. And if you are trading with technical analysis, then you will have a very great success with the stock market. That's what it is. And let's see where the Indian markets are headed as of now. Nifty in the pre-open has closed 6.75 points down, that is negative, and 15,849.3 is where we will open in the open session. So at 9:15 we'll open at 15,849.3 in the open session. So further on we'll pick it up from there. Sensex is up by 9.46 points in the pre-open, that is at 52,985.26 points. So that's the way the Nifty is stationed at this point of time, and Sensex is stationed at this point of time. Let us take a 6 months chart and let's do an analysis for Indian markets. So Indian markets have actually gone on a bit of a negative stance in the pre-open session. So we are, let's do the technical analysis to gauge if we are in a negative zone or we are in a positive zone as of now. So let's see Fibonacci retracement. Okay, by the way, if you are looking for more of the basics of stock markets, click on the first link in the description below. You will see a book of basics of stock market for beginners, India focused, which is India focused, and we will actually go through lots and lots and lots of basics. Your fundamentals of the basics of stock market will be really great. The stock market knowledge you will get is numerous, and you will be getting lots and lots of great nuggets over there as well. You will get 2 strategies to trade with technical analysis, and you will gain on a daily basis using the technical analysis. That's what the basics of stock market is all about. You'll get lots of knowledge, and it's available on Amazon, and you can go and if required, purchase it. So that being said, let's see where the Indian markets are currently headed. So now we'll take the Fibonacci retracement. We have drawn the retracement from the previous high to the previous low we have had in the markets for the last 6 months, and let's do the technical analysis accordingly. Fibonacci extension and Fibonacci retracement I have covered very clearly in the blog post on exotic investment. Go to exotic investment and search for Fibonacci retracement, and you'll get this particular article very easily. So I have written a very big article, very big blog post about it, and you have a lot to gain in the knowledge with respect to Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension. You can go to exotic investment and search for Fibonacci retracement, and you'll get that particular article which I've written. Okay, that being said, let's see where the Indian markets are currently headed up to. We'll do a Fibonacci extension of moving the 38.2% to the 100% level, and there we are stationed currently at 15,928 levels. So 15,928 seems to be a huge resistance for the market as of now. Now we are actually headed to no point of resistance at this point of time. 15,901, 15,915, 15,958 are the only 3 resistances that can be, if the market moves by 100 points, it can be taken out in a jiffy. Okay, so it's not a hard deal for the market at all. Just 100 points up will take out all the support, all the resistances in the market, and it will head way higher. So it's very easy for the market to head higher. However, 15,928 is a very strong resistance for the market. Okay, 15,901, 15,915, 15,920, 58, all are made because it just reached that particular high and it actually retraced from there. So previous resistances will be supports if the market goes above that. So if previous supports will be resistances if the market goes below that. So that way now it has have a high at that particular levels, and that's one of the reasons we are actually headed to that particular level of 15,901 on the index as of now, which is the resistance. So the market has to continuously go towards the resistance or support, and that's where it actually retraces. So on the higher side if it is a resistance, on the lower side if it is a support. So that's where the market is currently starting, and the market is headed on a lower note at this point of time. So the market has opened 47 points lower. Now it is going all the way down to 15,803 levels, at 53 points lower on Nifty at this point of time. We closed way below the 15,835 levels, and now we are heading towards 15,800 levels, which is the support. So 15,800 being the support, let's see where the market is headed. If it comes more downer below 15,800, 15,766, 15,705, 15,660, 15,606 will be the supports we are actually tracking off and let's see where the Indian markets are headed as of now. So Indian markets has retraced a bit from the high lows which it had made at 15,801 levels, and now it is 15,812 or 15,813 as of now, at 44 points lower. Nifty made a start almost in the green. It was shyly negative, about 6 points lower. However, now we are down by 42 points in Nifty. So that's how the SGX Nifty actually influences the Indian markets. It may not give a great move at the beginning itself on the pre-open. However, it may give a pullback when it actually opens. That's how the SGX Nifty influences the Indian markets as of now. Let us see where the Indian markets are headed in today's session. The trend is very hard to track at this point of time. It is not possible to track the trend because we are not even 3 points higher. So 3 points, that is 3 minutes higher. So we have to at least have about 5 to 10 candles, which is 1 minute candles. So which means that 5 to 10 minutes is where we are actually supposed to draw the trend line with. So currently the market is going a bit of on a sideways note. Let's see if the Indian markets can revive all its position. It may revive its position if the market actually happens to see that the market is going on a higher side above the above the session's high of 15,860. So 15,860 is where we are actually around 15,860 is where we probably were opening. So if it moves above 15,860, we may be headed higher towards 15,900 to 15,915 levels. So if not, we are probably headed on the lower side. If the market is not headed above the 15,850 to 60s levels, then we are headed on a bit of a lower side towards 15,766 levels on the market at this point of time. So let's see if the Indian markets can revive its position towards the 15,900 mark. Only technical analysis can tell if the market can actually move ahead or move below on the note of the highest or on the note towards the lower part. So we are currently in a channel, I had previously told you, we are currently in a channel between the level of 15,600 levels to 15,950 levels. So at this point of time, Nifty is still probably hovering around the level of the channel itself until and unless it breaks either way, one way or another. It won't go up or down. More up or more downs are not possible to be seen in the markets to come. So where is the market headed above 15,958? There is a couple of questions on the chat. And where is Nifty headed above 15,958? So the 15,958 is one particular level we are actually looking at. So the 15,958 mark above can go up to 16,418 levels. So 16,418 is according to the Fibonacci retracement as well. You can do the Fibonacci retrace, the extension, and then you can find out if the market is headed on a higher note and where is it headed higher. So that being said, let us see where the Indian market is currently stationed at. 15,825 it is, 33 points lower for the market at this point of time. Nifty is a bit on a bit of negative side, as we had thought in the SGX Nifty. We will be moving a bit lower, and that is what is happening in today's session. It is quite possible that the drag down may last a bit, and we may see a bit of downs in today's session. Probably some profit booking may seep in, since the negative has already kicked in the market in the beginning of the session itself. So probably some profit booking towards 15,800, 15,766 levels is quite possible. If the market happens to go above 15,860 levels, it is possible that we may head towards the 15,900, 15,950 and 15,958 levels in today's session itself. 16,000, mind you, is a very, very strong resistance for the market at this point of time. 15,960 has to be actually broken in order to face the 16,000 mark. 16,000 may not be taken head on because it is a huge, huge, huge resistance for the market. Whatever ends with 0 is a big resistance. So if it is 15,950, also it is a big resistance. 15,900 means it is a hurdle. 15,000, 16,000 means it is a very big hurdle because it ends with 3 zeros. So people will be stationed at 16,000 in order to sell the market, because the market is going to a very big resistance. Many of them will be thinking that the market will go on a lower note, and they will be selling at 16,000 on a regular basis. So 16,000 is a very strong resistance for the market, and 16,000, if it has to be taken with a momentum. In Marvel series, it is there is one person called as momentum. So once he gains momentum, there is no one who can stop him. He just keeps on going and going and going. So that way, the momentum has to be seeped in the market, and when the momentum actually seeps into the market, that is when the market will actually go on a higher side. So at this point of time, momentum is a bit on a downside. So the momentum has dragged on the negative side, and momentum is a bit downer, and so is the divergence in the momentum as well. So the divergence, when it actually seeps on the lower side, it means that we are just following the trend, whatever it is. Sorry, it's neither going up or neither going down. So the momentum quo will just remain as it is. The status quo will remain at the same level where it is currently. It is not going anywhere from here. That's what the momentum is actually denoting. Now the market actually happened to move on the higher side from the level of 15,820. We have gone to 15,846 levels. Within 2 minutes, we have gone all the way towards 15,850 levels. So that's remarkable. From the level of 15,817 levels, we moved all the way to 15,850. Now just 6 points lower at this point of time, and we are headed towards the pre-opens start session. So wherever we opened in the pre-open, we are already headed towards that particular level, that is 15,850 levels, where we are actually currently at. And now it is quite possible that we may head towards 15,860 and more towards the 15,900 mark if the 15,860 mark is taken up. So you were told by me that anything which ends with as 0 is a very big resistance to come. So now the Indian markets hit a bit of snag around 15,850. 15,853 is where it went, and now it is down by 15,848 to 47 levels. So the market actually dragged a bit downer from the resistance levels and is now shooting higher, and now at 15,852 levels. And let us see where the market is headed up to. If the market can actually cross 15,856 levels, then the market will be headed on a higher note. So we are currently at 15,860, that is 4.95 points higher. Now we are in a positive zone. So whatever the negative seeped into the market, that was actually wiped out from the positive candles, and now we are positive at 15,865 at 9 points higher in Nifty at this point of time. So let us see if the Indian markets can hold on to the momentum, and let us hope that the momentum actually continues and the MACD turns positive as well, and then the momentum on the higher side towards 16,000 is intact, and let's hope that it moves all the way higher, because more higher it goes, the more higher the returns it gives in mutual funds, and more higher the returns it gives in stocks, and more. So that way you will be profiting almost in a very particular level. So that being said, this is the technical analysis for today. If you want the basics of technical and the stock market and the technical analysis, I have written a book and it is available on Amazon, Basics of Stock Market for Beginners. And click on the first link in the description below. You'll be given 2 strategies which makes money on a daily basis. That being said, this is the end of Market Profit Show with Ashok. Since we have no questions of technical analysis, I say hi to everyone who has just joined, and I say bye to everyone who is at this particular level with me with the technical analysis at this point of time. Market Profits Show. That being said, this is Ashok Kumar signing off. Happy trading and happy money making. Take care, guys. See you in tomorrow's session in the live. Bye bye.